Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet, and I've been from the internet since before the internet was cool. Anyways, I want to take a look at this today. Screw around and find out, right? An app called T that lets women anonymously review guys has soared to #1 in the App Store. Now, this is a little bit of old news, but I'm taking you through chronologically, basically. T, an app where women share anonymous dating reviews, is going viral. #1 hit in the US app stores this week. We broke down how the app works. Basically, T is an app that women can talk about the men they've dated, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But if you haven't been part of any support or religious groups, one thing you're going to find out pretty quickly is good news travels very slowly, but bad news travels like that. Even the Hells Angels have a famous saying. What is it? Do something good and no one remembers, and do something bad and no one forgets. Legitimately, you can't take back bad information. So how does T work? T opens a feed displaying photos of men posted by anonymous users with screen names. In some posts, women ask for tea, meaning the gossip on someone they're interested in, while others provide detailed reviews of men. The app doesn't allow screenshots. If you try, you'll end up with a black screen. When users go to post a man, the app asks for the man's first name, estimated age, and location. They can also include a caption or a photo. So this is called a dating safety app, and I really think they're stretching the use of the word safety. Many people will remember the webpage don'tdatehimgirl.com. Went to court, did not receive bacon, no good. But suddenly, wait. What's this? Woman's dating safety app T breached users' IDs posted on 4chan. How could this happen? Gotta say, even the picture here doesn't exactly paint a very good picture about what these ladies are talking about. I don't think she'd have that look on her face if the person whispering to her had something positive to say. This app is all about casting shade. It turns out that all the login information was being secured, or should I say, not secured, on a public server, not encrypted. Sounds like the individuals that made this weren't actually worried about women's safety or privacy. Users from 4chan claim to have discovered and exposed database hosted on Google's mobile app development platform Firebase belonging to newly popular women's dating safety app T. Users say they are rifling through people's personal data and selfies uploaded to the app and then posting that data online. According to screenshots, 4chan posts and code reviewed by 404 Media. In the statement to 404 Media, team confirmed that the breach also impacted some direct messages, but said the data is from 2 years ago. Well, this is interesting. There's a maximum of 5 free searches a month, and after that, users are given the choice. Pay T $15 a month subscription or invite friends to the app. Man, it's monetizing casting shade. A slew of other paywalled features require a subscription, including background checks, phone number lookups, and reverse image searches. If you're in America, it is so easy to get a background search if you have the money. I think about $50 will get you a pretty standard background search on anyone. While T is focused on women's dating, it joins the ranks of virtual anonymous apps such as Yik Yak and Ask FM that have in many instances been criticized for their potential to foster cyberbullying and harassment. In this analysis, Peak Metrics wrote that a significant theme in online discussion on Reddit was the app's ethical implication. primarily regarding privacy and potential for defamation. Guys, hell hath not the fury of a woman's scorn. And I think that one thing we've definitely found over TikTok recently is certain women's ability to stretch the truth and to not represent it accurately, to reframe it in ways that aren't exactly the best. And this is difficult to talk about. We don't want to talk about this. There's lots of things we don't want to talk about, but need to, like the Epstein list these days. Recently, there was a trial where EM took about 5 junior hockey individuals to court, and the judge had found that they were not guilty. She was accusing them of grape, not the good stuff. But as the judge looked through the information, she found out that it was consensual. There's a lot of people that have this idea that one woman would never want sexy time with 5 guys at the same time, even if they're champions. Apparently, these guys have never heard of puck bunnies. Now, once again, this is the internet. This isn't your help group. This is reality. And within reality, we're going to find things that we don't like, that we have to look at, that we have to figure out, and we have to get around. One thing that we have to understand also is Margaret Atwood said that the worst thing that a man has to worry about is being laughed at, while the worst thing a woman has to worry about is being ended by a man, basically. And I think that Margaret Atwood never seen the movie Carrie, and she never seen Mean Girls, and she doesn't know what happens when groups of girls laugh at a single girl or a single guy. There's a lot of information out there about what happens. We're starting to play with fire here. But the thing is, 4chan got this information, and I'm really starting to think that when it comes to information sharing, that some things maybe should be illegal. Now, it is illegal for men to share intimate images of their partner. It's illegal. I think it should also be illegal for women to share intimate secrets about the men that they are with. Now, when we're in bed with someone and we're in love, we'll take pictures. That happens. But also, and sex workers will tell you this first off, no shade. It's a lovely job, and it's the oldest profession. Once men have gotten off, they will say the craziest things that they wouldn't say to anybody else. Sometimes sex work is like therapy, but it's disgusting. It's disgusting. When I went through my divorce, my ex-wife, was laughing at my depression issues with the neighbors as I was laying depressed in bed with the window open, and I could hear them. Very little in my life has hurt me as much as that. So let's see what Reddit is saying. Yeah, and the breaches everyone pointed out were the inevitable outcome of the age verification stupidity that has started. Now, I gotta say, I am all about the age verification because, guys, big porn is a thing. Have you ever heard of big pharma? Have you ever heard about like big grocers? All the grocery people, in Canada at least, are working together. Big pharma sticks together so that they get all the money. Big grocery sticks together so that they can match each other's prices and keep the prices very high, greedflation, stuff like that. But big porn is a thing these days, and it is swallowing little girls alive. Emphasis on the little. Now, this is another thing we don't want to talk about because it's unconscionable. Topically, we don't want to talk about it around the cooler, but this is meaningful stuff that is actually happening. They're restoring unencrypted and public-facing data. Wow, they seem like it should be considered criminal negligence. Well, let's face it, they're not actually interested in the end user. They're a business, and the business is only interested in profit, right? Everything was in a public bucket. It seems is this being something about vibe coding? Yeah, probably. Vibe coding is when you use AI to code, basically. I first learned about this app yesterday. Now it's breached, lol. Damn, that's some shit level development. Yeah, absolutely. But once again, they don't care about you. They care about their profits, and their profits go to the people who are investing, and the investors are all anybody cares about. Look at the greedflation. Look at the Canadian housing market. Look at the European housing market, the Australian housing market. People are only interested in the rich these days. The rest of us be damned. We might as well not have souls or exist. I'm a little confused as to this app as it started as purpose versus actual marketplace purpose. Yeah, it's basically 4chan for women. Anyways, that's about all I got on this. What's your take? What do you think? Have I missed something? If you like this stuff, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Stick with me and subscribe. I'll show you some real shit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me. That's from Nev's Tech Bits. Take care of each other. We may be all that we've got.